data, there is no address on it, there is an address on the receiver, and I say this data needs to go to that receiver, and the receiver, if the receiver is willing to accept that data from the sender, then some protocol needs to be followed, some handshake needs to be followed, and that data will get from the sender to the receiver, and the communication has happened. Okay. OpenMP is going to be basically on the left side, right. OpenMP is using the shared memory model only, and MPI, which is short for message passing interface, is going to be on the right hand side. Okay. And you can use OpenMP as well as MPI in the same program, probably because two of the cores that need to interact do not have a shared memory, or even if they have a shared memory, for some reason you decide not to use the shared memory, not to share an address space, and you send the data by using some protocol. And we are not going to get, again, as I had mentioned earlier, into the types of protocols, the types of issues with sending data. Just going to assume it. We are going to say all of that is inbuilt in something like an MPI or OpenMPI toolkit. We are just going to assume it's there. We are going to use it. Okay. Sometimes we will care about how far something is, because getting data to a faraway place takes more time. But usually we will simply say this data needs to go one hop to somebody else, and so it takes 1 unit of time. Okay. Continuing on a little bit more about the concurrent stuff. So, what happens if this program runs in a sequential context? I want to withdraw something from the ATM. I say this is the account number, this is the amount of money to withdraw. You say current balance is equal to query a database. I get the balance of that account number, and if the current balance is greater than that amount, we set the balance to the old balance minus whatever we are withdrawing, and then eject that money from the ATM machine. Okay. So, this is proper program if there is only one user, one database. But what needs to happen when you have many ATMs all connected to some notion of a logical database, which may or may not be at the same place? What will happen if this program runs? Race conditions, right. So, we have two ATMs, right, and you go and query on the both ATMs for the same account number, because you can get multiple ATM cards for the same account, and you say current balance is equal to 1000 rupees, right, and you say okay, I can withdraw 500. Both of them check that current balance, which is 1000, is greater than the amount I am withdrawing, which is 500. So, they set the balance to 1000 minus 500. So, the amount in